We're going back to back. Guys, it is a back-to-back video. I recorded this at the same time as the last one. Sorry, don't kill me. Guys, what are we talking about today? What the heck is the topic? The discussion I want to have today, I got asked a really interesting question on like, yo Nick, what celebration slab should I move? And I just want to talk a little bit about the position of celebrations that I'm feeling right now and what I would keep, what I would hold, what the thoughts are, why I would do this, why I would do that. Just a quick little video today about that. I got something to do, so I decided to record two back-to-back. Sorry about the same appearance as the last video. It is what it is. Guys, don't forget to enter the giveaway. What do you got to do? It's not even if you like the video. You got to like the video now, boys. Like the video, comment on the video between video 41 and 50. I will enter you into the giveaway for the 3-pack blister of Silver Tempest. I think I have it right here. All right, I said I wouldn't show it anymore, but I'm gonna show you one more time for this video, okay? It's got a cool little Togetic, it's got a Pikachu coin. Guys, enter into the giveaway. Help me out, like a video, do what you gotta do. But yeah, let's get started into the rant of the video, would ya? Celebrations. Celebrations. I saw a little bit of movement in some of the PSA 10s. My brother and I were talking about this, and it was interesting, right? So the Celebrations Pikachu in a PSA 10, I think is gonna be one of the meccas of like what you should have. And I'm talking about the birthday Pikachu. That one feels like it's going to be extremely liquid. Listen, it got up to about 350 at one point. It dropped back down. I think it's sitting around like 315 today, whatever, right? Probably gonna be a $500 slab. I don't wanna say like around the anniversary, but I'm not moving Celebration until I see what the anniversary shows us. Are people hoarding Celebration slabs? Absolutely, there's tons of them out there. But it's also something where, you know, people had a ton of tag team slabs too. And when those went up, it was, you know, along those lines of, hey, I wish I had more tag team slabs. So guys, Celebrations 10s are something right now that I probably would try to acquire at least a couple of them. And the reason why is they're gonna be in demand when the 30th starts to come out. People like to do this backtrack. If you were around for Celebrations like I was when it came out, the Generations hype was like no other. It's obviously more expensive now because the market's bananas. But ETBs for Generations, you know, they jumped all the way up. We're like, oh my God, $1,000 ETB, there's no way. And you know, Celebrations were sitting at, you know, whatever, $50 retail MSRP for ETBs that you could buy them for. You could actually find them in the stores, Celebration ones. But now, if you look at it, Celebrations ETBs are like starting to touch $400 per, and you know, Generations was kind of, you know, look, it was more than it was now back then, but you know, it got kind of crazy. It leveled back out. Generations are like 700, but that's besides the point. The purpose of it is that Generations did go wild when Celebrations came out, and I think that Celebrations will go wild when the 30th anniversary comes out. It's not, I don't want to be one of these like Timmys that's like, oh, you know, oh, it's all going to be great when the 30th comes out, but no, like it probably is with Celebrations. And the reason why it's an anniversary set, it's a special set. So which slabs would I want to have right now? Listen, there are some garbage ones, don't get me wrong, but there are some with like a lot of growth. If you look at the Shining Magikarp, and this is one that I really have my eyes on as well. I just kind of talked about the Pikachu. I think you should have that one. The Shining Magikarp is one that I would get my hands on, and I'll tell you why. $200 for a PSA 10 seems very cheap. It was $180 2 weeks ago. My brother and I were talking about it 3 weeks ago, something along those lines. It's like end of May right now. And to jump 10%, a little over 10% in 2 weeks is a good return. And to me, a Shining Magikarp is an iconic Pokemon, an iconic card. And it's one that I would highly recommend right now. I would ensure that you have some Shining Magikarps. I think that's gonna be one of the sought out ones. I don't like the weird gimmicky Celebrations 10s. I like the remakes that are still legit. Another one that's really legit that is kind of too cheap right now, I was looking at the Rocket Zapdos. Do we hate Zapdos? Are we not Zapdos fans? Like a PSA 10 first edition Zapdos goes for a ton of money because it's Zapdos, but is that just because it's iconic? Like, do we not like Zapdos? I don't really understand. It's $70 for PSA 10 of the Celebration Zapdos. Is it too easy to hit? Is it too easy to pull? Is it too easy to get a 10? I mean, let's kind of backtrack a little bit on what I mean by Zapdos not like. Is the art in the Chilling Reign one not good? Because the Moltres is $600 and the art is lit in a PSA 10. The Zapdos, the little Roadrunner running up the hill, is like $175 in a PSA 10. The rarity is the same. The chance to hit it is absolutely the exact same. It's an alt art. To me, like Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno is the same thing as like Blastoise, Venusaur, Charizard. Like it's which one you like more that creates the value for it, right? Sure, Charizard's more expensive than the other ones, but you get what I'm trying to say. I don't think any of the Moltres, Articuno, or Zapdos ever really pulled ahead, like kind of how Suicune did against Entei and Raikou. So to me, when I look at like a Zapdos, do we hate Zapdos or is he undervalued? And that's kind of the question that I want to instill into yourself, and I think that he's undervalued. I think he's a good Pokemon, he's a nostalgic Pokemon, he's a 151 Pokemon. Let's be real, $70? Rocket Zapdos? Do you know what people are paying for like a PSA 10 of a legit one of a Rocket Zapdos? So this is one that I would get, not because, you know, if you're collecting it and you want it, it's a great one, you have to have it. It's awesome and I love it, but that one I think can see a pretty big price hike. I think it should be more around the $200, like where the Shining Magikarp is. And I think the Shining Magikarp should be more around the $400 range, like where the Umbreon is. But that leads me to my next point. Guys, I would 100% have a Rayquaza, the Celebrations PSA 10 one. You know, look, it kind of is on brand with what's going on right now, right? Like that's an EX. It's a Rayquaza set coming out. Like I would make sure you have a Rayquaza. That's one of those 10s that I would prioritize. I don't really like the Gardevoir. I don't really like the Donphan. Like there's ones in this Celebration tree of 10s that I'm not so big on. Legend Maker Mew though. Legend Maker Mew. $150 in a PSA 10? What? What? That's a beautiful card. It doesn't even look that remaking. It doesn't even, like, it looks great. I love it. I don't know. I'd have a couple of these guys. I feel like this is bound to be a $300 to $400 slab, to be honest with you. Like a Mew, like, look what Bubble Mew is doing in a black label. It's a bad example, but look what the Bubble Mew is doing even in a PSA 10. Mew is exploding. Look at the Chinese Mew. Like, Mew is such an iconic piece of Pokemon art, and it's so docile, and it's so for the specific person that, you know, loves it more than anyone else can love a Pokemon. So Mew to me, like I would focus on that Legend Maker Mew and the remake and the Celebrations. I think that's a great one. Of course, you have to have the Umbreon Gold Star. Umbreon Gold Star sitting right now around like $450, $500. I mean, guys, I don't know. If Greninja Gold Star, that's a promo, maybe it's hard to grade, but if a Greninja Gold Star can be like $1,300, $2,000, I think there was actually a comp of $2,000. You see what I'm saying here? Like the Umbreon you gotta pull. It's in a pack. It gets hurt more than something itself. I don't know, maybe not, but like you get what I mean? Like that's not as easy to acquire as a Greninja that's a promo in every ETB, even the Pokemon Center ones. So to me, like that screams in a PSA 10 that the Umbreon Celebrations is really undervalued because it's still on that same Gold Star train. Listen, I don't have the numbers up on the pop, and you know maybe I should have done it before I did this video, but I don't really give a shit. You know, like I don't really care, to be quite honest with you. It's just kind of something where to me, like those are on the same level playing field, and I don't need data to tell me that that's the same kind of card. And Umbreon's better than Greninja. Sorry, that's fact. That's fact of life. You're learning the facts of life. Sorry, I got a little jingle there. I would have the big three for sure in PSA 10s. Venusaur, Blastoise, Charizard. Like, I don't know. The Charizard tends to have hollow bleeds on it. So do all these cards. Blastoise got a pretty dope hollow pattern on the circle if you ever really look at it. Guys, these are like no-brainer takes, right? Like, of course you should have a Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. Of course you should have the Umbreon. But my purpose is, you know, don't go blowing all your money on these vintage cards that have 10x. That's like a reverse stamp that's, you know, so expensive when, you know, if these cards in the Celebration 10s get a little bit of hype and the price starts to jump, are you gonna FOMO? Like, you gotta sit back and ask yourself that. Because to me, you know, I opened a lot of Celebrations personally, and I had a lot of fun with Celebrations, and it was something where I love Celebrations so much that I'm not gonna sit back and say that I'm gonna allow them to price hike without having a little bit of stake in the game. I do have a pretty cool piece. I'm gonna try to show you. Look at my wall there. I got my little Celebrations wall of Celly. Celebrations is a set that I will always cherish and always love. I think it's a great, oh, sorry. Hope I adjusted well. I hope that works. Sorry, guys. Celebrations like has a special piece of my heart. It was one of those earlier times where I ripped a lot of it, and it was available. It kind of just still felt like, you know, look, it wasn't that hard to get when it came out. I was actually getting cases of PCETBs off Pokemon Center because they did like an actual reprint from Pokemon Center. Wildest thing. Back in the days of Pokemon Center ETB reprints. Wow. Couldn't be me, right? Crazy times, guys. But yeah, it's just a little discussion about like, I think PSA 10s and Celebrations are still undervalued. You know, look at the pops, look at what's available, look at what's cheap, look what's expensive, look what's within your range of striking. Go with nostalgic Pokemon. I wouldn't go with the crazy ones. Don Fan doesn't really do the nostalgia side for me, if you will. Stick to Pokemon like Zapdos, Magikarp, Umbreon, Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. Those are easy takes, guys. And even if you want to pick up a Celebrations one where the Pikachu's in the woods in a Viridian Forest, like, feel free to do it. Kind of hard to grade, but, you know, just be careful. That's a very modernized card, if you will. It's definitely attractive and definitely a fat Pikachu, but to me, like, I don't know, I'd rather have the OG artwork, and that's really my opinion. That's really what I think, guys. And yeah, that's the Celebrations, and guys, that is today's video. If you liked the video, I'm forcing you to like the video if you want to get in the giveaway. Let's get the algorithm pumping up a little bit here, guys. I want to get you into this giveaway for the 3-pack blister of Silver Tempest. Nice little Togetic promo, if you will, gang. Yes, comment on a video between video 41 and 50, and I'll enter you into the giveaway. Do the little wheel spin again. You know, like I said, I got the video on the last one of the wheel spin. I do it legit. I do it one time, I shuffle it, I do it, and you know, I ship it out to the people. All right, I cover the shipping too. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Fun little rant about Celebration. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram or leave a comment. Let's have a conversation. I always appreciate you guys kind of participating in the chat, if you will. Guys, don't forget about the card show coming up. Liquid Games is next weekend, if you will. Put a little flyer around here. 2-day show in New Jersey. Come through to Sea Caucus. Should be a fun show. You know, my brother and I will be vending together. Couldn't get many tables. Won't be a group of homies around, but my brother and I will be there. Thank you guys for your time. I love you guys. Nicky Cards, out.